So welcome everyone to unit number 3 assignment pointers or learning points. In this case, we're going to be looking at two companies, the Dollar Shave Club and Peloton. So we have question number 1, how have they increased their install base, and explain how these innovative digital business models created value to the consumer by using the buyer utility map. So in this case, the first learning point is we need to understand that their install base keeps on increasing. Firstly because they break the mold of what the industry previously was. So in this case, we have, for the Dollar Shave Club, you have a traditional shaving. Nobody could think that this could develop into a subscription model. There has been subscription models, like for example for Netflix, for other services, but not for this one. It was a very unique selling proposition, and that is how, when we look here at this one, when we have the purchasing in terms of the customer productivity, that helps a lot. Because you don't have to go to the supermarket, you don't have to be thinking of what model you choose, what is the latest. They will just submit whatever you enroll for, and that's it. That's also simple because with a one click you can already enroll. You don't have to even put your credit card again. It's automatically billed every month, right? The same thing that goes with the delivery. It's very simple, because you receive it in your boxes, your packaging every month, and that's no problem. We have, in this case, for the Dollar Shave Club, we have the fun and image. We have a company that made fun of the traditional methods of shaving. So that's how they managed to achieve it. When we look at the use, I think here the use is not so much of the shaver, it's much of the service. Here, what we're talking about in the use is that customers that shave, they used to go every month or every amount of time, and it's troublesome. So pretty much the use itself is the service, not so much of the product itself. Supplements, the same thing. They started with just with the shavers, but now at this point of time, they are also making more convenient because they are developing new products. Once they got purchased, that once they got acquired, they started to develop more. They started to do more research and development of additional products and supplements, and that's how they also started to increase their customer base. Okay, some of the risks that we have here in terms of the purchase, delivery, use supplements is, of course, the risk of not getting the things on time, or the risk of uh, also subscription model is facing a lot of criticism because everything is subscription. So is that going to be sustainable at long term or not? You cannot be subscribed to 10, 15 services and you're going to be spending a bomb of your monthly budget, right? In this case, maintenance is not much applicable for this one, and the disposal also, I think, not for this brand, but there are some brands that actually are also helping with the disposal. We're gonna see that one in the following week. And the Hewlett Packard, I'm not gonna mention much about that because otherwise that's a spoiler. But in this case, I think they could be doing something also with the disposal, in the sense of using the used cartridges for something useful or some recycling or so, right? So anyways, or at least until I know they were not doing it. So now could be different. I need to check. So anyways, those are the learning points on the Dollar Shave Club. Advantages and disadvantages of being first market movers in their respective markets. So a Dollar Shave Club, they entered a very gray area. That is one of the disadvantages that they had. It was a market that it was not proven. There was no success on it. So that was pretty much the problem of it, right? Advantages, again, the same thing. They were innovative. They have a good idea and they reached the market very quickly, especially because the humor they used. They criticized a lot traditional methods. Again, razors also, in terms of price, in terms of convenience, price, they hit the traditional companies badly because they were much cheaper than traditional shavers. You have to understand that traditional shaver could be 10 times the price of one of these subscriptions. So that's how, no? That's how they did it. They thought very smartly. There's a couple videos. I'm gonna share with you a video of conference talk of the Dollar Shave Club guy, the owner, well, the CEO and owner and developer and founder. He studied marketing and he already had ideas, so he did very well because his forte was that he already knew marketing, and he was able to apply it to this company in a very, very good method. Now, when we look at Peloton, Peloton is a very, very unique business proposition. So in this case, when we look at how they have increased their installed base, well, they are a premium product. That's how they did it, right? For them, they looked for reaching consumers with a high purchasing power. First, they started to look into celebrities. They started to look into people that had more purchasing power, and that's how they did it. And then people started to follow. They also started to use very renowned trainers, and that helped to the word of mouth. And that's how this innovation, this digital innovation, started to work very well. Of course, the equipment is superior because it has functions that tackle those problems that people that makes exercise at home usually face. No, I wanted to do this exercise, but this gadget doesn't work in the same way that I see on the video, so I cannot work out the same way. So that's what really helped to them. So in this case, we can see that for them, advantages and disadvantages. Here, their major disadvantage is that they're a company that has nothing new. I mean, in terms of exercising at home, there's billion applications, and of course, like I said, their competitive advantage was that they are premium brand, a premium thing, premium product, and that's how they achieved that. And that is precisely how they got the advantage over the market, by gaining the market and increasing their install base. So for them, for Peloton, the same thing. We have this table. We have the purchasing. Of course, they try to satisfy you with a quality product, top product. The delivery, they do it. They do delivery. They assemble it. They help you with that. Specifically, they use the fun and the images where they have invested a lot because of the trainers. They have invested in very good trainers, people that already had a lot of fame in terms of the training and fitness, so they did very well in that area, right? And of course, we can talk about maintenance. Also, the same thing for them. It's maintaining these machines. Disposal is something that hasn't been talked about yet. We're not very sure whether how this is gonna work, or whether those Peloton machines are gonna end up being a wardrobe like most of those treadmills or machinery that we buy for fitness. So anyways, learning points in this one, again, we have to understand what the brand is, what they did, what was innovative about them, and we have to think of that when we do our final assignment, when we say, okay, let's think of a very innovative thing, something that tackles traditional methods in a very unique way, and whether we can exploit it with digital means. So in this case, these two companies did something that was very uh, common, and then they made it uncommon in the way they marketed it, in the way they digitalized it, and that's how they really did very, very well. Thank you so much. That's it for today, and I hope your answers are somehow within a frame. I'm gonna read them all because I think this is a more specific case whether you right or not the right or wrong answers. Thank you so much, and I please stay tuned for your next unit.